Today, we're going to make some pan-seared chicken breast with the pan jus. Very simple. Chicken breasts, they get a bad rep from foodies because they're often overcooked. But when they're cooked to perfection, they're actually amazing. The secret to a good pan-seared chicken breast is number one, a very good butcher. Because oftentimes when a butcher takes apart a chicken, they take way too much skin from the breast for the thigh. You end up with a very thin strip of crispy skin. For me, the skin to flesh ratio has to be good. If you happen to have a really good butcher, they would even give you part of the back skin and back flesh, which is extremely tasty. Number two, you definitely need a probe. Once this goes above 61, that's goodbye good chicken breast. And number three, you have to use a regular skillet. A, for the buildup of the fond, enabling you to make a good pan jus, but more importantly, you want the chicken skin to stick to the bottom of the pan initially, so they maintain their shapes. Otherwise, if you use a non-stick, they will just keep shrinking, ruining the skin to flesh ratio. We're gonna make a jus with some truffle shavings. Let's sear some chicken breasts. Hot pan, we season our bird, both sides, generously with salt, pepper, and we add a bit of vegetable oil, or whatever high smoke point oil you have. Even though we're gonna make a butter jus, butter, because the milk solubles have a very low smoke point and they burn quite easily. So we'll add the butter at the very end for the jus. Once the oil starts to shimmer, we grab the chicken breasts and we lay them away from you. And it's important to press them down immediately to maximize the skin's contact with the pan so they would stick correctly. Now, while the chicken is searing, we prep our truffle shavings. The reason why we do truffle shavings is because when you shave your truffles, the outside is a bit tough to chew. So if you just shave it like this, it'll have a pretty ring, but it will make the actual truffle chewy. We extract the flavors from the outside without having to endure the texture. Now, from the edges, you could tell the chicken is halfway cooked. So now you can see the chicken is no longer stuck to the bottom. Check on the color of the skin. Beautiful. Now we turn the bird. And once again, it's going to be sticky in the beginning, and that's absolutely fine. With the flesh side, because the skin has been caramelized and the chicken is almost cooked, we want to cook it at a much gentler heat, about medium heat or medium low even. This is when you start to probe the chicken. Remember, when you rest the bird, the carryover cooking would always add about 5 degrees Celsius. So even if you brought it to 59, the residual heat would bring it to 64, making it the perfect chicken breast. I like to aim for 61, but that's a personal preference. You take the chicken out to rest. 1, for the carryover cooking, and 2, to let the muscle fibers relax. Now, with all the beautiful fond and flavors, we want to extract them all, but first, I like to skim off some excess fat. Now, to mop up the fond, we add some chicken broth, or water, whatever you have. If you don't have chicken broth, we scrape the bottom of the pan, making sure we're collecting all the flavors. Bring this back to a boil. Now, once you're certain you've cleaned the pan, we're gonna pass this whole thing through a sieve into a saucepan. We add some butter, and you reduce it down to the consistency you desire. I'm very happy with a slightly watery jus. Stove off, and we add all the truffle shavings we have. Even truffle shavings, they're quite delicate, so I wouldn't boil them. Mix it in. We set it to the lowest setting to keep warm. We have a perfectly cooked chicken, crispy skin, but perfectly moist. Now we can carve. Beautifully moist. Mix our jus. And of course, we have our truffle. Micro coriander, garnish. And truffle pieces. And that's brilliant. This is pan-seared chicken breast with a winter truffle jus. I really hope you enjoy.